computer screen flickers in a Harvard dorm room. Snow falls silently outside. Mark Zuckerberg leans over his keyboard, hoodie pulled tight, typing as if the keys themselves are running out of time. It's 2003. He's 19, and he's about to change the world line by line, click by click. He's building FaceMesh, a crude hot or not site using hacked student photos. It spreads like wildfire, crashes servers, gets him summoned before a disciplinary board. He isn't expelled. He isn't phased. A few weeks later, the Facebook.com goes live. The site spreads from Harvard to Stanford, Columbia, Yale. By the time other schools catch on, it's already a cultural phenomenon. But behind the scenes, Mark is cutting people out. Eduardo Saverin, his best friend, wired $15,000 to launch Facebook. By 2005, Eduardo's stake is diluted from 34% to less than 0.01%. Mark had secretly authorized the paperwork. "I did it," he later writes in an email, "because he was screwing me. The betrayal is deep." Eduardo sues. They settle for an undisclosed sum. Some say it was $5 billion worth of shares. Others say it wasn't about the money at all.
Sean Parker enters.
The Napster bad boy charms investors. He's erratic. He throws parties, but he opens doors. Venture capital floods in, and then Facebook explodes. By 2012, Mark is just 28 years old when Facebook goes public. On IPO day, he wears a hoodie. Wall Street frowns. Facebook raises $16 billion in a single day. Today, Mark Zuckerberg's net worth is estimated at $115 billion. He owns roughly 13% of Meta, but controls the company through supervoting shares. No board member can overrule him. No decision passes without his nod. He is, effectively, an untouchable king in a digital empire of 3 billion users. But he doesn't just hold power. He owns things, lots of them, properties. In Palo Alto, he bought a modest home, then quietly acquired the 4 surrounding properties for privacy. He demolished and rebuilt them into a private compound. In Hawaii, he purchased over 1,500 acres of land on the island of Kauai, including former sugarcane plantations and pristine beachfront. Some locals protested, accusing him of exploiting legal loopholes to claim ancestral land. He responded by building walls. The estate is now worth over $200 million. In San Francisco, he bought a 5,000-square-foot townhouse in the Mission District and spent millions renovating it, adding a greenhouse and secret tunnel-like rooms. Zuckerberg travels by private jet, paid for by Meta shareholders. His personal security budget reportedly exceeds $25 million a year, making him one of the most protected CEOs on Earth. He is watched, and watching, investments. Most of his fortune is tied to Meta stock. But Mark has diversified. He co-founded the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, a philanthrocapitalist venture pledging $45 billion to cure all disease by the end of this century. He's invested heavily in virtual reality, acquiring Oculus for $2 billion, and pouring billions more into building the Metaverse. He's backing AI development, digital education tools, and biotech research. Quietly, he's also been buying startups focused on brain-machine interfaces, companies that seek to merge humans with technology. He doesn't believe in retirement. He believes in building the future. But the future is uncertain. Facebook, now Meta, is facing its hardest years. Scandals have scarred its name. Fake news, data leaks, election interference, mental health damage. The world is questioning the very foundation Zuckerberg built. And then came the Metaverse. In 2021, Mark stood in front of a green screen, announcing a new era. His eyes lit up. His voice cracked with excitement. He saw a future of infinite realities, virtual workspaces, floating avatars. But Wall Street wasn't impressed. Meta's stock plummeted. Tens of billions were lost. Employees were laid off by the thousands. The Metaverse division alone lost $13.7 billion in 2022. And yet, Mark doubled down. To him, this isn't about now. It's about forever. Away from the noise, Zuckerberg spars in Brazilian jiu-jitsu tournaments under fake names. He trains with UFC fighters. His His Instagram shows a father, a fitness freak, a man always sharpening the edge. But behind the filtered photos and tech launches, people close to him whisper a truth. He doesn't trust many people. He limits screen time for his daughters, while billions of children scroll endlessly on his apps. He reportedly uses white noise machines to block out surveillance. He travels with bodyguards disguised as friends. He's not afraid of the press. He's afraid of losing control, because that's what all of this has always been about. Not just money, not even power, control. And yet, for all the criticism, for all the protests and lawsuits and headlines, Mark Zuckerberg remains. Still building, still coding, still writing the story of the digital age one algorithm at a time. He's not just a CEO, he's a gatekeeper. And if the future belongs to those who shape it first, then Mark Zuckerberg may already be 10 years ahead of the rest of us.